The USPS is still being run by Trump appointee Louis DeJoy, and he's doing everything in his power to destroy the Postal Service.
How much longer are you planning to stay?
A long time. Get used to me.
So why hasn't he been removed yet? The answer is because of a Democrat named Ron Bloom. Biden can actually change this, but first let's talk about DeJoy. You probably remember some of the reasons the Democrats rallied against him last year during the 2020 election.
Yeah, he's a fantastic man. He wants to make the post office great again.
DeJoy, a Trump mega donor, is accused of trying to sabotage the election by making changes to slow down mail delivery, just as mail-in ballots are expected to surge.
You know, Postmaster DeJoy has lost the trust of the American people, and we have to undo the damage that he has already done.
This year, DeJoy unveiled a 10-year plan that would severely damage the Postal Service.
Louis DeJoy calling for longer delivery times for some first-class mail, shorter hours at some post offices, and more expensive postal rates. All part of a sweeping 10-year plan unveiled today.
It is designed to achieve the goals of financial sustainability and service excellence.
But not everyone in the USPS agrees with him.
I don't think that he really has a clue of what we do.
This is not the direction that we want to take.
Intentionally slowing first-class mail and package delivery by changing service standards doesn't meet our responsibility as an essential part of America's critical infrastructure.
DeJoy also has numerous personal financial interests that conflict with his role as Postmaster General.
The government review of the finances of DeJoy and his wife revealed the couple's holdings include between $30 and $75 million in assets in Postal Service competitors or contractors. The guy heading the post office would make millions from its destruction.
He says he took steps to divest from these last year, but he may have done so by giving some of the money to his own children and a family foundation. So with all these controversies, how is it that a single Democrat is holding up his removal? The USPS leadership consists of the Postmaster General and 9 members of a board of governors. Currently 6 of those members are pro-DeJoy, including Democrat Ron Bloom. Bloom, a Trump appointee, comes from the world of private equity and corporate restructuring. He's still actively serving as a managing partner of a giant firm called Brookfield Asset Management. Before joining the USPS, he actually wrote a letter calling on the USPS to increase its prices and move towards privatization. As part of the USPS Board of Governors, Bloom is basically DeJoy's right-hand man. He called the Postal Service's handling of mail-in ballots during the 2020 election awesome and amazing. And Bloom has been a vocal supporter of DeJoy and his 10-year plan.
He told The Atlantic magazine in April, quote, "Right now, I think Louis DeJoy is the proper man for the job. He's earned my support. He will have it until he doesn't. I have no particular reason to believe that he will lose it."
And this week, we found out why. The Washington Post reported that DeJoy purchased up to $305,000 in bonds from, yeah, you guessed it, Brookfield Asset Management. Biden can't fire Louis DeJoy, but he can immediately replace Ron Bloom because his term has already expired. And next year, another pro-DeJoy Democrat on the board, Lee Moak, will be at the end of his term, meaning Biden can replace him as well. This will create a 5-4 majority to finally replace Louis DeJoy, so the Postal Service can undo the damage he's done and prevent him from doing even more. Biden must act now to replace Ron Bloom. Otherwise, getting rid of DeJoy remains impossible.
How much longer are you planning to stay?
A long time. Get used to me.